Have you ever thought about a question? Why does it seem like some people's words carry special weight and power, while other people's words seem like no one takes them seriously? Today we are going to talk about a very deep concept, which is how our inner world, especially the words we speak step by step, shapes the reality we see before our eyes. The content we are discussing today is organized based on a manuscript provided by the Buddha's Light Association of Australia. Alright, let's dive straight into the key points. First, let's look at this very powerful sentence. This sentence comes from the Sutra on the Path of the 10 Virtuous Karmas. It directly points to the core of everything. It could be said to be the foundation for everything we are about to discuss next. Okay, today we will divide this into 5 parts to look at it step by step. Okay, Part 1. How the mind creates the world. First, let's establish a most fundamental principle. Everything, truly, starts from our mind. So you see, this is very interesting. Our real life, in fact, does not happen randomly, nor is it predestined by someone else. It is more like a road we have paved with our own hands. And what are the materials for paving this road? They are those various thoughts, large and small, inside our minds. Part 2. The power of hidden vows. This next point, I think, is really super interesting. We usually feel that words only count once they're spoken out loud, right? But actually, those thoughts hidden in our hearts that are never spoken at all, their power might be even greater than we imagine. They are silently shaping our future. So what exactly is a vow? The vow mentioned here is a bit different from the making a vow we usually think of. It doesn't necessarily mean raising your hand and saying "I swear." In fact, any thought in your mind that is very, very strong enough to trigger a series of follow-up effects counts. And it's the same whether it's a good thought or a bad thought. What does this represent? This represents those emotions we hide in our hearts, perhaps even ones we don't want to admit to ourselves. For example, deep resentment. It is actually not quiet at all. It is like a seed operating silently in our hearts, moment by moment. It is affecting what our future will look like. Part 3. The benefits of truthful speech. Okay, the theory sounds a bit abstract. So, what can we actually do? Don't worry. There is actually a very specific method that everyone can start practicing today. That is the practice of speaking the truth, which is also known as non-lying, avoiding false speech. Guess what the benefits would be if we could achieve this? According to the scriptures, the single act of non-lying can bring 8 wonderful rewards. For instance, your words will carry great weight. Everyone will trust you, and your own heart will often feel very happy. Great, right? Let's do a comparison to make the feeling even stronger. You see, those who walk the path of truth often have joy in their hearts. When they speak, people believe them, and their wisdom will also grow. What about the path of falsehood? It's exactly the opposite. The heart is always full of worries. No one believes what they say, and tasks often end in failure. We can sit quietly and think for a moment. Which side is our current life leaning toward? Part 4. Like rewiring the brain. So what is the principle behind this? Why does such a simple thing as just telling the truth have such great power? Here comes the interesting part. The ancient scriptures actually provide a supermodern metaphor. It sounds like it's talking about neuroscience, teaching us how to rewire our brains. You can think of it like this. Our mind is like a network. Whichever thought you focus on is equivalent to strengthening that circuit. Therefore, practicing truthfulness is not just about being a good person. It is more like carving out a new path in our brain. At first, it might be overgrown with weeds and hard to walk on. But if you walk it for a long time, it naturally becomes a broad, smooth highway. So the whole process is roughly 4 steps. Step 1. You deliberately think and speak truthful words. Step 2. That new path in your brain representing truth begins to grow slowly. Step 3. You constantly practice and walk this new path, and it will be reinforced and become easier to walk. The final step. Naturally, the old path representing falsehood will slowly fall into disuse and fade away because you no longer walk it. See how accurately this ancient wisdom speaks? Constantly mindful, contemplating and observing virtuous dharmas. Isn't this exactly the focus and repetition we just talked about? Not allowing even a tiny fraction of unwholesome thoughts to intervene. This means giving the old bad habits no chance at all. Wow, the ancients already told us the secret to brain restructuring long ago. Part 5. Maximizing the effect dedication. Finally, how do we upgrade this practice from a simple good habit into a powerful tool that helps us reach a higher state? You must never feel that because you've just started practicing, it seems useless. That's wrong. Even if it's only a 1% change, it is still a change. Just like what is said here, if you throw a small handful of sugar into water, isn't it true that from the very moment the first sugar crystal dissolves, the whole glass of water has already started to become sweet? It's the same principle. So how do we amplify this effect? There is a great method here called dedication merit transference. What is dedication? You can imagine it like playing a game or collecting points. Every time you practice non-lying, it is equivalent to gaining some positive energy points. Dedication means you consciously save all these points to exchange for your ultimate, greatest goal, instead of exchanging them for a small candy today or a small toy tomorrow and using them up bit by bit. So you see, this is the power of dedication. It can turn every tiny daily good habit, like telling the truth, into a stepping stone, leading directly to your highest life goal, ensuring that none of your efforts are in vain. Every step counts. Conclusion. Finally, I'll leave a question for everyone to think about. After hearing all this today, if starting from this very moment, you could deliberately strengthen a new, positive path in your heart, which one would you choose? Since our world is truly created by our minds, what kind of new world are you ready to start building?